Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over locking. So lock is actually a special token that is essentially like a silence effect in other card games, which basically means the targeted unit loses all text on the card and no longer is able to use any of its abilities as a result. Locks also remove any tokens currently on the card, such as shields, resilience, and spying status. So basically, when you lock a card, it loses everything interesting about the card, all card text and tokens, and just becomes a unit with a strength value. If you'll notice my board here, I actually have one locked unit already. My Priscilla was locked earlier in the round, so the lock effect the token is this kind of chains with a little lock in the middle. So that's how you tell if a unit is locked. And to lock a unit, there are a few different ways you can do it. One way is with this neutral card called Dimitrium Shackles. This locks a unit. It actually toggles the lock, so it will unlock a locked unit. And it will also demote a gold card and do a little bit of damage. So I could use this Shackles to lock an opposing unit, or even one of my own, but right now my Priscilla card is locked and she's not buffing because of this lock effect, so I can actually use this to toggle her lock and get her to start buffing again, which would be nice. So you can see, as soon as the lock effect goes away, Priscilla's ability did trigger at the end of the round there, because she was unlocked, and once a unit is unlocked, it regains all abilities that are on the card. So her counter and everything came back, but unlocking a unit won't cause any tokens it lost to come back. So when you lock something and tokens like resilience are removed, those are not going to come back on their own because the resilience is a special extra effect on the card that's not like a part of the card text itself. So the only way to get tokens back is to actually replay things that cause the card to gain tokens. So for instance, Radovid here, he can lock two targets, that's his ability. So let's say if I lock him, and if I lock Taller, this card will lose its resilience, and Taller will lose spying status. So both of those tokens are gone, and the drummer is also no longer buffing every turn because it lost its ability. I will say that every single faction has a silver card available to it that is able to lock a unit as well. Silver unit cards. There's one for each faction that also has... Each of them have a little bit different effects, but they all lock a unit. And one other way to unlock a unit without actually toggling the lock is to replay the unit. So one way to replay a unit is with the special silver card called Decoy. This says, return a bronze or silver unit to your hand, boost it by 3, and play it. So whenever you're able to kind of pick a unit up off the board and replay it, the act of replaying it resets everything that's on the card. So that will remove a lock if you play that on a locked unit. So for instance, if I do this on my Temerian Drummer, he comes back into my hand, I get to play him again somewhere, and you'll see that the lock is now removed. It's not always a good idea to do that, but if there's a unit that has a very strong ability that's locked, it can be quite powerful to replay it like that with a decoy to get rid of the lock and also heal it up at the same time. There are some finer points and subtleties to locking that you kind of just have to figure out as you play the game, but those basics will get you through the majority of situations you'll run into with locking. And in the next video, I'm going to go into some different damaging or removal effects that are in the game, including Scorch and Epidemic. So see you then.